Welcome in, everybody, to the Wake Up Sports Podcast live on YouTube and Twitch. Tonight's episode is the SEC Special Prediction, Early Predictions, what we think is going to happen. Tonight we have with us always Pete Sports Desk, Mullet Man, wonderful with the esports, and our main man, Dally, down here. Let's get into it. Shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy Best, where you guys can use any one of our names here on the screen for a matching deposit up to $100 on any bet. You can bet on anything from your grandma's underwear to what your sister's gonna like when she takes the pickle. Make sure you guys check that out and go check out the app. It's free to download anywhere in the United States. Also, go check out Funko Pops. You can get a limited edition, any one of our faces on a Funko Pop with a special Wake Up Sports Podcast T-shirt. They're on sale right now for $5. Also, check out the links in our bios on TikTok. We're going to be updating that for merch, where you guys can get any of our merch right now. That's also on sale. Uh, any custom design you want, your name on it. We can put your TikTok logo on the sleeve. Anything you guys like, we're launching those too, so you guys can check that out. Let's get into the show, Pete. What you got going on for us in the wide world of sports?
All right, for the wide world of sports, first a shout out to the Jags. I'll bring back their 1998 to 2005 jerseys, which are absolutely fire in my opinion. But on a more serious note, the Jags are suing an ex-employee for stealing $22 million, and this is sourced from Schefter. How do you guys feel about that whole situation? Like this employee stole $2 million worth of equipment and jerseys and a lot of other things from from the facility.
Send a SWAT team. Go get them.
I mean, dude, the dude's already.
I'm not gonna lie. If I work for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'd probably do the same shit.
Okay.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
It really is.
Like, what is he doing it for? Like, is he selling it on eBay himself?
I think I read into it, but they didn't really say what it was. But basically what you were saying, I could basically see that being the problem.
Yeah.
Is basically him taking equipment or jerseys and selling them on eBay for like double them out, triple them out.
Dude, $2 million, he's going to jail for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Or she. He or she's going to jail for a long time.
I thought it was a he. I thought I saw it was a he.
It's they didn't really say they literally just say ex-employee on that one.
I gotcha.
Yeah. If it's a she, she's taking the jock straps. All right, let me stop. All right, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. All right. Second strike out for you guys is Ryan Garcia has been charged for basically vandalizing the Beverly Hills hotel last month, and he can possibly face up to 1 year of prison. And this is sourced from TMZ. Guys, what do you guys think the boxing organization should do to Ryan Garcia?
Don't let him fight. Don't let him fight for 5 years.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Now that's harsh.
I'm going 1 year suspension.
Okay. Yeah, I would have said at least 1 to 2 years suspension. I also think, you know what? Get Ryan Garcia humbled, put him in jail for that time, and let him lose his ego. Let him chill.
Exactly.
I say 2 years without pay.
All right, you're basically trying to make the dude go broke.
But look.
He's rich already. It ain't gonna make him broke.
Didn't he get in trouble? Didn't he get in trouble like before all? Like, didn't he get in trouble? Then suffer having to sit out for 5 years, have him sit out, and let him suffer. I mean, he wants to pull out all this ego stuff, thinking he's all big and bad. Let him sit out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'd make him fight Jake Paul. Fuck
it. Please, and end Jake Paul's career, please.
Boss, that match went less but a minute.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, didn't Jake Paul call him out? Didn't Jake Paul want to fight Ryan Garcia?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Turned him down.
I'd be like, if you lose, you're out of boxing forever. If you win, you get to stay.
Damn, I like that. Yeah. So, so guys, this third story is kind of crazy and also a very sad one. Basically, a lot of fans that went to the Cup of America finals are basically suing Cup of America and Hard Rock Stadium because they are trying to get their money back because of the pandemonium that basically happened before the game. Like that's why um if you guys didn't know, the game was delayed because a lot of fans basically rushed the gates, and some people that didn't have tickets got in, and basically there was this there was these people there was these people that spent like 5-7K on tickets, and some of them got denied. Like there was this family from Texas that spent $7,000 to go see their favorite player in Messi, who's on Argentina. And listen to this: they were denied entry, and so and so now a lot of these fans that basically bought tickets and got denied, they are suing Cup of America and Hard Rock Stadium for the situation. Listen, how would you guys feel if you guys were a fan, spent that much money, and you got denied because of how many people like rushed the gate? Me personally, I'd be pissed.
Oh, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I would be pissed
With all those fans sneaking in, like the fact that there wasn't that much like security guards.
Oh no, there was a lot of security. It's just over 3K people plus basically rushed the gates.
They just have to do better.
They got it. They could have as much security, but these security guards, man, like when it comes to that stuff, like with Messi or with Ronaldo, whichever one, they need to be more serious about it because those players, if that got any worse, those players could have been seriously injured or worse. They would have been unalive,
right?
Depending on what their what's that word called? Their intentions were.
Yes,
Exactly.
But guys, have you guys seen some of the videos? Some fans were trying to go through the AC vents trying to get in the stadium.
What?
Fans were trying to go through AC vents just to get inside the stadium to watch the game.
If I paid that amount of money and they're not letting me in, it'd be a repeat of the Oklahoma City all over again.
Oh my!
Oh,
I'm getting my money's worth. I don't give a shit.
I mean, if you really think about it, this could have ended up like back in the day. I don't remember what soccer game it was, but they literally started burning down the stadium.
Oh
yeah.
Bro,
that's people's livelihood. You don't let people in for $7,000 to see a fucking dude, pandemonium.
Yeah, I don't remember what team it was, but the intentions could have happened the way that they handled it. Yeah, we could have had another one.
Exactly. All right. The fourth story I got for you guys, basically a former Chiefs player, Alburn Hayes has died at the age of 86 years old. And he was a 3-time Pro Bowler and a AFL champion, not NFL, but AFL, like back in the day, like when it was AFL and NFL and they weren't merged yet. Also on top of that, he went to college at North Texas from 1958 to 1959, and he still holds a record till this day. And basically the record that stands is he averaged, during every punt, he averaged 28.6 yards per punt. And it still stands till this day.
Wow.
That's impressive.
It's basically 30 yards per punt, which is crazy. And this source is
for punt return?
Yes, punt returns. Yes, he was averaging almost 30 yards a punt return, which is which is really good.
Hey, boss, Michigan could have used someone like Tim.
Oh my god!
If you know, you know.
Sorry, Maji.
Damn. And guys, the fifth and final story I got for you guys. Former Giants legend Lawrence Taylor was arrested on Wednesday for failing to report his residency changing as a sex offender.
Oh, did he?
Oh, did he?
According to Sports Addiction on Snapchat.
Not it.
Crazy.
How many of y'all actually knew that he was one of those?
I didn't even
I had
know
no
that.
earthly clue about it.
I didn't even know he was
Oh.
one.
I'm not going to tell you what happened. You can go Google it yourself, but it's wicked.
Is it
wicked?
I didn't
Oh boy.
one until it popped up on my screen on ESPN.
Honestly, I thought Lawrence Taylor had the quietest life. I hadn't heard anything
So did
out of him. I was like, wonder what happened to this guy.
Let's just say he was one of the hardest hitters on the field and off. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
All right, next
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new O.J. Simpson.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh.
No
Okay.
Cosby. All right.
Okay, wonderful. Let's get into our next topic, esports. I'm handed over to Wonderful.
All right, so let's start off with shout outs. Let's start off with Miami Heretics. We're going to give them a shout out for their impressive win over Seattle. Don't know how they did it, but they did it. They're being sneaky. They're getting through. But shout out to Miami Heretics, Real, to be the only rookie left in champs. He's the only rookie left.
Wow.
He had a very good series. He was second out of the team. Vickle is the leader of the team. Just shout out to Real. Other shout out, Optic, having 4 reverse sweeps, most in the season. Others only have 2 total.
Yes, sir.
And congrats to Optic for winning today and beating LA Thieves. We'll give them that. Another thing, Clayster retiring. If he does, he's already a free agent. You gotta give him his props. The man is a legend, very underrated player. He's been around. He's the oldest guy in the league right now. He has made of earnings a total earnings of almost $2 million. I think he's gonna. I think he should just retire. I don't think he should move on. I think his mental health is not there anymore, and it's just It's just not good for him right now. I think he's gonna stick out of competing, and he's gonna go to commentator. I want to know if anyone had anything to say to that.
I think personally going off that, shout out to Clayster. Clayster for having an amazing career. Shout out to him. But in my opinion, I think it is time for him to retire because you can just tell he does not fry on how he used to be. Like he used to be at the top leaderboards, destroying everybody, and now he's like basically middle of the pack, and he can't keep up. So
he can't. He absolutely cannot keep up. I think this is his last time of playing, and he's gonna end up being a commentator.
Exactly.
That's awesome how Miami snuck in.
That it is. It honestly really is surprising that they're sneaking in because no one really gave them any chance of making it because they sucked. They sucked all through the majors and they're making it through somehow. But we're gonna break down day 1 of champs. Subliners beat Seattle 3-2. FaZe beats Miami 3-1. Thieves beat Ultra, which was a shocker. That was a huge shocker. That was a 3-1 game at Optic 3-0 LAG.
Yes, sir.
So today was basically game day 2 for champs was basically your elimination rounds, who's going home. Like I just said, Miami beat Seattle, so Seattle's gone. Adios. No one cares anymore. So good job to Miami. They will play Thieves tomorrow at 4:30. Ultra went against LAG. That was a snore fest. It wasn't even anything to even worry about. LAG is gone. Today's best matchup, I would have to say, was LA Thieves and Optic. That was the best game so far today. LA Thieves was up 2-0. They came back on a search and destroy. I thought Peter was going to have a heart attack during that match.
Yes.
It was very nerve-wracking because they did reverse Optic in that series. But, when Optic gets hot, you can't slow them down. And it ended up 3-2, reverse sweep, and so Optic wins. I do want to give my COD championship early prediction. It's going to be FaZe and Optic.
Boo, FaZe, go Optic.
If FaZe can hang on and do what they do and play like they do.
It's
wonderful.
FaZe, fuck everybody else.
Is there any update on the FaZe versus Subliners game right now?
Yes. Hold on. It is tied right now. It's a 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Okay.
It is 1-1.
Okay.
That is the very last match. And after that, we'll find out who's going to be playing Toronto tomorrow. Basically, is it going to be FaZe that plays Toronto, or is it going to be Subliners playing Toronto? And whoever wins is going against Optic.
Let's go.
Other than that, that's my early prediction is FaZe and Optic. My underdog teams is LA Thieves and Zach's Miami Heretics. They're my underdogs. They are playing great. LA Thieves had a very good match. I would like to see the dream matchup, championship match, being Thieves versus Optic, because I want to see Ghosty come back to his team and annihilate them. I want them to feel that he's going to break the curse of Optic. And I think Ghosty's going to be able to if they can make it all the way back.
All right.
I'm also going to give each best player on each team that are in champs. Best AR is Scrap for Ultra. He averages a total of 88.49 kills average. Best SMG is Hydra for the Subliners. He's at almost 90 kills average during the whole series. Simp for FaZe is also 89 average. Shotzzy, 83 average. Ghosty with an 88 average. So they're all doing really well. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the Esports World Cup that happens right after champs. And there's a lot of games that are happening. $60 million was invested into this World Cup.
Damn.
For each game that's going to be in it, has a total of either 16 players to 13 teams. We have, not all the teams are named, but we have soccer, FC 24. There's going to be 16 of the best players across the world playing for 4 days, playing for $1 million. After that, Modern Warfare. We already have G2, Miami Heretics, Optic, FaZe, Ultra, Cloud9, who is New York Subliners, 100 Thieves, Legion, Boston, Carolina, and Seattle. We still have 5 spots open for them. That's going to be another 4 days. They're playing for $1.8 million. Boss is going to like this one. Boss will like
How
this
much money?
$1.8 million.
Boss is like, I should start playing.
Hey, listen, before Wonderful continues, okay? Fuck all y'all for making fun of my mustache, all right? I see all your comments, all right? Fuck you guys. Whatever.
All I gotta say is
All right.
comments.
Go ahead.
This is gonna be Boss's favorite right here. Starting July 31st, Apex Legend is in EA, is in the Esports World Cup, and there are a total. It is 32 invited trios.
Who's squadding up with me?
They are playing.
I will, brother.
It's already a filled roster. And honestly, I would not want to try to even play these guys. In my opinion, they are playing for $2 million. That is a 4-day stretch. There's Rainbow Six Siege. They're playing for $2 million. Overwatch 2 is playing for $1 million. There's a bunch of games here. PUBG Mobile is playing for $3 million.
What?
League of Legends on mobile, they're playing for 500,000. But the biggest one is Dota 2. That is starting pretty soon. We are looking at $5 million for Dota 2.
All right. Wonderful.
Fuck a day job. Why aren't we playing video games? Fuck.
For sure.
A lot of us don't know what is Doja or whatever that game is.
Dota.
Yeah.
Basically, to me, I didn't play it, but to me, it's like a more advanced League of Legends. If you guys know what League of Legends is, it's a more advanced League of Legends.
Wow.
Okay.
Dota has always been that game to have big prize pool because it's a big game. It's one of the biggest games out there. They have a ton of money into it. If they probably wanted to, they probably could have done 10 million. If they really wanted to. Fortnite's in the World Cup.
Ooh.
16 best teams playing for $1 million. And what was the last one? Rocket League and PUBG Battlegrounds. $2 million. Rocket League is 500,000. Tekken is even in it for $1 million. There's a bunch. But that's it. That's all starting next month.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be watching everything. I'm gonna be watching swimming, soccer, basketball, and then on top of that, I'm gonna be watching esports.
Where's the
now that
tournament,
Apex is back, I might have to get back on my grind.
Yeah.
Dude, I might have to
and
get
now
back.
I'm gonna call the one more thing. This was the big surprise I didn't tell you guys. I am having a 1v1 open challenge to take on me, an ex-amateur pro COD player. If you can beat me, I will get you a copy of Black Ops 6.
Oh my god. Let's go. I'm down.
It is an open challenge.
I'm camping on your ass.
I'm gonna destroy you, Wonderful.
We'll go best out of 5.
Okay.
Make it pretty simple. We'll each get a map of your choice before we start, and then we'll start from there. We don't have to. It does not have to be small maps because I will call Karachi, and we'll see how that goes.
Give me Rust. Give me Rust all the time, baby.
Karachi.
Give me Rust. It's over.
Oh, I thought you said something about your crotch. All right. So what we got on them?
But that is all I have to say for that. 1v1 open challenge. Just let me know.
Wonderful. You're going down, baby. You're going down. You're going down.
Oh, snap.
So
it sounds like Peter wants to be the first victim. First challenger. Sorry.
Also, can I throw this out to a couple of people that I know? I'm just asking. Could I possibly throw this to other people that I know?
Top 5 Call of Duties all time.
Ooh.
Number 1 would be your mom because she calls me anytime she wants that duty. Number 2.
Oh my gosh. Me personally, my number 1 is Modern Warfare 2, the original. Then it goes the original Modern Warfare 2. Then I would have to say Black Ops 2,
That's racist.
Black Ops, and then probably Modern Warfare 3. Those are my top 5.
If I'm going to go with mine, I'm going to go with my number 1 because it was my best COD. That's where I became an amateur pro, and that is COD Ghost. I was untouchable in Ghost. I was sponsored by Evil Controllers. I was just really good at Ghost. After that, I would have to give it to Black Ops. Black Ops 1, gotta give it to Black Ops 2. I'm gonna say it. Not many people will agree with me. Infinite Warfare was another big one for me.
Sorry, but one of the worst.
If I had to go, give me World at War.
Okay.
Oh. Not bad.
Dally, Zach, Boss, what's your guys' top 5?
All right, I'll do mine. I'm a zombie guy. I'm not a multiplayer guy, so I'm ranking this based off of zombies and everything.
Okay.
BO2 is my favorite zombies of all time. No other zombie comes close to it. So BO2 is one for me.
Excuse me?
You heard me. BO2 is the best zombies of all time.
Are you not gonna go back to the original where it all started?
No, not even the original was better than BO2.
What?
In fact, the Wonderful just pulled a boss in and was like, "Excuse me," was fucking hilarious.
It's not. BO2 is the best zombies of all time.
Okay, it's your list. It's your list.
If you want to debate this one, we'll debate when we get off of it. And I promise you'll lose that battle.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say this: without World at War, would we have zombies?
All right, you got a point on that.
I got a point on that. They kept zombies going because of how popular World at War Zombies was.
That's true, but I'm just a BO2 guy.
You can't deny how good World at War Zombies was. It's the original. It's the number.
Right.
It's got to be number one. It's got to.
It's not number one. It's not number one for me. It's number 2 for me. It's not my number 1 though.
I can live with that.
Okay.
My
3,
top
5. 3 is Infinite Warfare. I loved Infinite Warfare Zombies. It was so good. The storyline, everything about it, amazing. BO4.
Hey, fuck you, Peter, for laughing. I see your dumbass.
I loved BO4. I don't know how many of y'all watched BO4 Zombies. I did. I was a BO4 fan.
It wasn't bad.
And then your fifth?
I couldn't even tell you a fifth one, to be honest with you.
Okay. Dally?
I'll give you this for.
At 1, give me Black Ops 2, same as Zach. At 2, give me Black Ops 1. I like Black Ops 1. And then give me Black Ops 3 at number 3. Give me Ghost at number 4. And give me Modern Warfare at number 5.
Okay. Boss, do you have a top 5?
First off, I'm going to address these comments. Fuck all y'all and your stepsisters. All right. Second of all,
hey, boss, you want to put that Easton comment up real quick?
No, I'm not putting this fucking comment up. I've only played. Okay, so listen, this is gonna sound casual as fuck, but I've only played 3 Call of Duty games in my entire life, and one was Civil War, like the original, like where they played. Modern Warfare 2, and Infinite Warfare. Those are my top 3. That's the only 3 I've ever played, and I grew up on fucking Sarge's Hero on Nintendo 64, so whatever. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm laughing at this comment. We're laughing at this comment.
I'd rather play Apex Legends than Call of Duty. Okay, call me casual, but fuck you.
Okay. So, Zach, you ready to move over to your topic in the WWE?
Hey, let's move on over to it. I'm excited for SummerSlam coming up and everything. It's gonna be a good pay-per-view. I can tell you that. Like, it's gonna be really good. You got Liv Morgan, who is defending her Women's World Championship against Mommy Rhea Ripley. All I gotta say is, Mommy's taking that title back.
No,
that's what's happening.
She needs to hold on to that belt.
She does. Liv does not need to hold on to that title. That is Rhea's title.
That is Rhea. Rhea.
Oh, we're talking about WWE belt. Oh, my bad. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Roy. All right. I'm just gonna go. I'm done.
Hey, tell Duck Dynasty to relax down there.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Damn.
Let's see. We got Gunther going off against Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. In my opinion, Gunther's going to decrown him. I want Gunther to become world champion. So.
The fuck is this shit?
Oh.
I mean, technically, aren't they both mommy at this point?
Yes, they are.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Wonderful.
Just one's gonna be the best. Okay.
I got Rhea Ripley in that match.
Okay, Easton. Let's go ahead and pull up Easton's comment there. Yeah, you are nuts. Okay, first of all, if you think Liv is winning easily against Rhea Ripley, you are.
Hey, you got to remember, Easton is controlled by a woman, so he's got to go. On the
yeah, you're right.
You're
right. You're right. My bad. You're right. My bad. I forgot about that.
I thought he would say Rhea Ripley because his old lady is his mommy. But anyways, go ahead.
We got Nia Jax going against Bayley for the the women's championship or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bayley is retaining that title. I don't care what anyone says. Bayley's retaining.
Oh yeah.
Hey yo.
Did we not just see what happened to Lyra? Lyra almost snapped in half like a toothpick.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Bayley's retaining her title. She's not listening to Nia.
It's comments like these why our sponsors laugh at us. Anyways.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Let's see. Oh, we got Logan Paul going against LA Knight for the United States Championship.
Yeah.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Give me Logan Paul.
I got Logan Paul also. I think Logan Paul keeps it until Elimination
You're
Chamber.
crazy.
Nope.
Give me Stone Cold Steve Austin Jr.
Hey yo.
Oh. Oh,
that is crazy.
Gosh.
And I think we got 2 more matches left. It has officially been confirmed. Cody Rhodes will be defending his Undisputed Championship against Solo Sikoa in the main event. That is the main event for SummerSlam.
I like that.
It has been made confirmed.
Give me.
I wish somebody would SummerSlam me.
I'm a Cody crybaby, and I'm proud to say it. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Give me Cody Rhodes.
Cody is going to retain, but with the help of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns returns and helps him out.
Hey, I think The Rock comes back too at SummerSlam. I think The Rock will come back with him.
I think The Rock comes back to SmackDown after.
Now, can you see when The Rock and Roman Reigns both come back? Are we going to see the Wyatt Six enter?
No.
Oh.
No, we won't see the Wyatt Six for a little bit.
Honestly,
You talking about that overrated sanction?
Oh my god!
What? Every time they come in the ring, they look like this.
Hey guys.
Oh my gosh!
I actually actually just got some news popping up on my screen for breaking news wise.
All right.
And Alicia Gray, she plays for the Atlanta Dream. She has won the skills challenge for the WNBA All-Star game.
Nice.
Their All-Star game is on right now?
Yeah, with the win.
I thought it was tomorrow.
The game
I didn't see not one thing televised for it. That's wicked.
Yeah, for real.
The skills and 3-point contest, and I forgot what else is going on tonight. So. And Zach, I think you missed one match was Drew McIntyre versus.
I was bringing that one up. Drew versus CM Punk.
Oh
And
yeah.
that match. Hey, hold on. There's going to be a stipulation to that match as well.
Uh-oh.
There's going to be a special guest referee by the name of Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, I like that.
Who does?
Ooh, he's going to screw Punk over.
I hope not.
Pause. Pause. But that's what's going to happen.
No Diddler.
Reese and Gunther.
We don't got that one. Gunther versus Priest for the world title.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right, next subject. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, let's bring up the next subject.
Dally, let's go on to your Cleveland sports.
All right, so last night we had the Cavs versus the Lakers. First time Bronny played against his dad's former team that he won his the Cavs' first championship on. Score was 93-89. Bronny James had 13 points. Connect had 20. And then a little bit of Cavs background there. Our first round pick Tyson, Jalen Tyson had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, which I'm really happy with that performance.
Wow.
It bring a lot to the Cavs as long as our GM being smart about it and brings them up to the Cavs. Amani Bates had a decent game. He had 14 points. Pete Nance, son of Larry Nance Sr., had 16 points. He had a fantastic game. And then we have the Guardians playing today. They are playing the San Diego Padres. Right now it's the 7th inning, I believe I saw. And they are up 1-0. Close game. It's been a fantastic year for my Guardians. I'm really happy with the way they turned out with with our best pitcher, Shane Bieber, going down. I'm really proud of how they've been playing. Pitching has been fantastic. Manuel Clase, one of the best closers in the MLB, playing amazing. It's been an awesome year for the Guardians. I really hope I see them in the World Series this year. And then another thing on my Pittsburgh Steelers, they have signed a 1-year deal with Mekovich. He played for the Bills. We signed him.
He did.
Deal.
And he was actually pretty good.
Cleveland. I thought we said Cleveland sports. How we joined to Pittsburgh?
It's Pittsburgh / Cleveland. Pittsburgh Penguins. Don't really say much about them. They haven't really done much. That's not surprising with the big 3 they have on their team. But other than that, yeah, I mean, Cavs are having their spring basketball is going. I'm kind of worried with that, with the young talent we have, except for Jalen Tyson, Amani Bates, and I mean Pete Nance is going wild in the spring training. Unwanted hemorrhoid, we could bet money on that.
Hey, Mr. Unwanted, I think you meant to put the Orlando Magic, not the Cavaliers.
Oh, damn!
I do have a quick update. We are going Game 5 with New York Subliners in phase. 250 to 224.
And who won that game?
Subliners won this game.
Okay.
We might be seeing a reverse sweep with New York Subliners event against FaZe.
Let's go Subs.
Peter, I don't know if you're gonna like this or not, but your boy from Purdue, Zach Edey, got injured yesterday.
Yes, I did see that. Like Zach Edey going down, that was pretty rough to see. But hopefully he comes back. Hopefully not as bad because for him being like basically that tall and that big, the injury might be a very difficult injury to come back from.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Other than that, I mean, the Cavs, Guardians, Steelers. Really excited for all three of them.
Also, guys, I'd love to say shout out to DJ Edwards from the Bulls dropping 22 points against Atlanta Hawks and winning the game. And shout out to Buzuelos having a nasty dunk and drive to the rim against the Atlanta Hawks. Like that was insane.
It's like you heard it too.
Like it was a ferocious dunk. Ferocious.
That arena was going crazy after.
Exactly. Dally, if you don't mind me asking, how has DJ Burns been doing in summer league with you guys?
He's barely getting minutes. He didn't get no minutes yesterday. I think he's only played in the 2 before that, but he only played like 6 minutes. He only got maybe 6 points in both games. We need to play him. We really need to play him. I just summer league and all that, but I think DJ Burns has potential. I really think he does. Definitely, if he's starting to lose weight, that dude could be the piece we could definitely use when it comes to playing the Celtics, even the Magic again. I have no idea why we struggled against them. But
DJ Burns is a weak, big baby Davis with no jump shot.
Dunk on Paulo. Dunk on Paulo. I don't want to hear it.
Damn, that's crazy. So, Deli, what were you about to say though?
I said just like Donovan did in the playoffs.
Oh, boss, you got anything to say about that?
League.
No, I've got nothing to say. I mean, my team in basketball took his team 7 games when he said it was a sweep after game 2. So I've got nothing to say. I let my teams do the talking on the court. I don't talk shit off. So
hang on, boss. Didn't you say you guys were gonna sweep us?
There's no proof.
I have a bunch of people that didn't he say that?
I don't know. There ain't no physical proof here, so.
Here we go.
Magic.
All right, next subject. What are we moving on to?
We actually
main event.
Yes, the main event, the
So we have a special guest joining us tonight, guys. I'm waiting for him to join up. He just texted me, said he's on his way in. You guys know him from TikTok. His name is Bama, aka JT. He will be joining us in a minute. He's got 150,000 followers or something. One of the biggest pages on TikTok. He is not the official Alabama page, but has more followers than the official Bama page. He will be joining us in a minute. So we are going to do our SEC predictions here as soon as he gets here, and he just got here. So
let's go. Perfect. What's up, Bama?
What's up, Bama?
Yo. Can you guys hear me?
What up?
yes, sir.
No, he gone.
Oh,
I don't know where he went.
Hold up.
You good?
Oh, we get
Yep.
Guardian 3-0 Padres.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Give my
Not
Good.
Doing good.
boss. I see you, man. Got the 70 porn star stash going on, man. I see you now.
Oh.
I see you, Playboy.
All right. We're going to troll already. You've been in here 5 seconds. I got you. I had to look like you. I had to look,
Hey, yeah. Gotta get that connect.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Let's get into it, guys. SEC early predictions.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Okay. First, I'd like to say this. Shout out to Alabama and honoring Nick Saban in changing the stadium name to Saban Field.
It's going to be called.
He's been here a minute, and you're already riding his coattails?
What?
That's what the first thing I was going to say. That's why I have it in there.
He's been here for a minute and you're already riding his meat. Come on, man.
So
Oh
it's going
my
to be called
God.
Saban Field at Brian Denning. Is what
Oh,
what
okay.
they released. Yeah, Saban Field at Brian Denning Stadium. What it'll be
Okay.
the official, name. The field is going to be named after Nick Saban. It's actually going to be a ceremony September 7th.
Yes.
At the game, they're going to have a ceremony for him. So that'll be the USF game, South Florida. So that'll be a good one.
Okay.
Man, that's going to be that's bittersweet. Like, you want to honor Saban, but at the same time, like, he just retired, and they're already like, well, let's just name this after him and do this. And I get it. It's kind of like the Brady situation when he retired, what they did with him instantly, goat status. So, What's up,
Exactly.
Zach?
What up?
So,
Well, let's get into it. SEC early predictions. We always let our guests go first. What
yep.
is your predictions on who's going to win the SEC? Your thoughts on SEC title matchup, and who's your surprise team of the SEC this year?
And
So, what?
and your most underperforming team.
Okay, underperforming. All right, so I'm gonna go with most surprising because I've said this on a lot of places, a lot of different podcasts, and mine as well. One of the most surprising. I don't know if it'll be a surprise to people, but I don't think it's like a fluke what they did last year. I think Missouri's still going to be really good. I think Missouri's still possibly going to be a arguably top 12 team at the end of the year. So that'll be interesting to see kind of how that goes with Missouri and what they bring to the table. That's kind of my sleeperish team in the SEC. Now, I'm going to go back to what I said before. You can take the names away, but the top three teams are going to be 12-0, 11-1, and 10-2, and that's going to be either Texas, Georgia, or Bama. You can kind of, depending on what happens, you can correlate them three right there in those scenarios I just said, the 12-0, 11-1, and 10-2. All three of those teams will make the playoffs. I do think it's going to be Bama and Texas in the SEC championship. Just personal opinion there. If Georgia was to beat Texas and Bama beats Georgia, then you could see Bama Georgia as a rematch. But yeah, I got Bama Texas. I got Bama beating Texas. I got Bama Georgia and Texas all being very good seeds to get into the 12-team playoffs as well. Underperforming team. I think Tennessee. I think Josh is a great coordinator. He has done great at Tennessee since he's been there. You got an unproven quarterback right now. He has a lot of hype with him. Yes, his film is good. You don't win games on film though. So, I think Tennessee could be an underperforming team compared to where people are stacking them right now. But that's my predictions.
Okay.
Good take.
Wonderful. Let's bring it over to you.
All right, so my conference winner, I picked Mizzou. I feel like Mizzou could really bring the house this time. Conference championship, I also have Texas in there, but I have Texas versus Mizzou.
Okay.
Surprise team is Tennessee. I think Tennessee could surprise a lot of people. I mean, like you said, we don't know what the quarterback's gonna do, but they could always surprise people.
Yep.
I am gonna say this underperforming team. Bama might not like this, but I put Alabama. Now, the reason why I put Alabama is because I did a little bit of research. When Nick Saban got there, they started getting their record turnaround and went 201-29. Without Saban there, they became 67-57. So my thinking is, was all the hype and the team made great because Saban was there? And are we going to see a little bit of a fall because Saban's not there and it's a new head coach?
And you're more than welcome to rebuttal anytime you want, Bama.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what, if you're pulling those numbers before Saban, especially from the years 2000 to 2006, you're looking at us almost getting the death penalty in that sanction, where we were not able to get anybody. We couldn't get recruits. We couldn't give out scholarships. They were very limited. Alabama was almost a non-football school anymore. They almost gave them the official boot because they was cheating so much. They got caught cheating so much, according to what other teams were doing as well. But, it's one of those things. It's if you get caught more than what you do. So now, will I say there might be a drop-off from Saban? There's plenty of those questions. That's why I don't really knock anybody that says that, because if I was not a Bama fan and Saban left, I would be saying the same thing. I'd be saying, yeah, it's going to be a drop-off. Yeah, it's going to be this. And it could be, but it also could be a different drop-off, because Alabama has the number one recruiting class right now going into 2025. So that's big to see this group of coaches come in since, back into January, flip things around, but I can see it going that way too. Like I'm not one of those fans that's just got blinders on, straight tide. But that's why I respect other people's opinion, man. Because I could see that where Bama might take a step back. But as a fan, I'm never going to say that. That's my team.
Right.
Okay. Let's actually throw it over to Dally. Who is your winner of the conference championship game, underperforming and surprising team of the SEC?
So let's start with the championship. I think it's gonna be Georgia, and I'm gonna throw in a little mix in here.
Okay.
I think Missouri's gonna sneak into the championship.
Ooh.
I think Missouri's gonna sneak in.
Okay.
Underperforming. Man, this is tough. I gotta go with Texas. I gotta go with Texas. On the underperformance here. I don't really see them doing. They're going into a harder conference. I mean, you're playing Alabama, Georgia. You're playing Missouri. You're playing Ole Miss.
Yep.
You're into a whole different conference. The SEC is one of the best conferences in college football. Not the best conference in college football, and this is coming from Ohio State fans.
That's big.
Pause.
I think Georgia's going to win it, though. I think Georgia's going to win it. It's kind of clear to me. Georgia's just, they've been crazy good for a long time. My underrated team for this year.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to give it to Ole Miss.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Ole Miss looked really good last year, and coming off last year, I think they have a lot in store for them. I really think they could take the next step into becoming a team that could be a threat to Alabama and Georgia. So I think they take that step this year. Not saying that it'll be Ole Miss, conference championship, but I think Ole Miss will.
It could. It could, man. Ole Miss is looking good this year. I know a lot of people say it every year when they come in, but they got a little kick to them, man. And Lane Kiffin's, doing his thing. It's now or never for them. Bama's not on the schedule this year for them too. It's like, hey, you got to beat Georgia, and I think they play Texas too. So you do got to beat two really good teams, But
yeah,
if you can do those and swing those two right there, you're definitely in the SEC. But if you can win just one of those games, you're rocking in the playoffs either way there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, as an Ohio State fan, man, listen, y'all got it this year, bro. On paper, y'all might be the best team right now coming from a Bama fan. All right, y'all might be the best. So on paper, I'm saying on paper, because on paper right now, you arguably got one of the best players in the country, Caleb Downs. As a true freshman last year, he was the best player on Alabama's defense, arguably on the field, period. So, man, Ohio State's going to be rocking this year.
Yeah, I'm excited for our season, man. I really hope we make some noise. If we make some noise, man, I honestly, I think we might actually take down these to SEC this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's throw it over to Zach. Actually, let's throw it over to Zach. Let's throw it over to Zach and his prediction.
And Zach going straight off the top with Florida.
All right, I'm not that crazy. All right, my conference winners, JT, it's the Tide. It's nothing but the Tide. That's what it is. It's Alabama.
But the Tide.
They are
Blazers.
without one of the best teams in the SEC. My conference championship is them, and it's going to be a rematch from who they play in the regular season, Missouri. It's them, Mizzou. I
That's
love
gonna be
Missouri to have
interesting.
the easiest schedule out of the whole SEC. So
Okay.
Their toughest team's Bama, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your surprising team that's underperforming?
You already know who my surprise team is. My own team is the Florida Gators. We're gonna shock the world this year. Everyone's sleeping on us. Graham Mertz, excellent quarterback. He was putting up numbers. He had numbers of a Heisman candidate last year. People were sleeping on him. After he transferred to Wisconsin, people slept on him. Our roster is much better than what it was last year. So I think we're going to be much improved. Now, I'm not going to say we're no playoff team, because we're not. We'll be like a 7 or 8 win team this coming up season, I think. So my underrated team is Texas. Texas ain't ready. They're not SEC ready.
Wow.
Texas. Wow. I thought I was going to hear
They're
some
not ready.
Oklahomas, but I'm hearing some Texases on that one.
I mean, personally, I think Oklahoma's going to be terrible. So, going off of my picks, conference winner, I got Bama. Championship game, I got Bama versus Texas. We're basically going to get a rematch of that game last year. That game last year was absolutely insane. Like, guys, we're about to see a crazy championship game. My surprising team is going to be Ole Miss and Jackson Dart. Dart is a great quarterback, and basically we're just gonna have to see what he can do this season with these brand new wide receivers and that new defense and all those new players that are coming in. Now, boss, you're gonna hate me for this, but my underperforming team is the Georgia Bulldogs. The reason why is because with all of the off-season drama with the refs, with all the this and that, and then on top of that, their wide receivers. They have no wide receivers going into the season. Who is Carson Beck?
Hold on. Ra Thomas, I will say, is really good for Georgia. Okay. I don't know anybody else, but I personally know Ra Thomas too. But he is really good.
Our tight end room is great. Our tight end room is great too. Don't doubt that.
I don't know a lot about Georgia, but I do know Ra Thomas is that man. All right, and I will say he is electric. So that he is good. I don't know too much about the rest, but Ra's good.
Okay. So that's the reason why I have Georgia as my underperforming team. Now let's throw it over to the big boss man for his prediction.
The real boss man, please stand up.
All right, so listen, first and foremost, fuck all y'all for doubting Georgia Bulldogs. All right, that's the first and foremost thing.
I didn't doubt y'all.
This fucking episode sounds like a bunch of Georgia Bulldog haters. All right, first and foremost, listen, you guys know that I am unbiased, but I do have Alabama winning the SEC. All right, first and foremost.
What?
Didn't believe that. Didn't think I was going to hear that or see that.
The SEC title game will be Georgia-Bama. I'm not worried about Texas. I'm not worried about Ole Miss, Missouri, none of that. I'm not worried about that. But anytime that we played Alabama in Atlanta, they own us. Okay, that's fine.
It is something about it, yeah.
But this is my take: is Georgia goes down to Tuscaloosa this year, and we get that dub, and they get their get back in the SEC title game. That's where I think it's going.
I like that.
That's a good storyline. That's definitely something you see there. What happens though, boss, if this happens? So, like, I said it was going to be like a 12-0, 11-1, and then a 10-2 team. And that's going to be Bama, Georgia, Texas. You can flop those three the way you want. But one team's going to be undefeated, one team will be 11-1, and one team will be 10-2. So in that scenario, say Georgia and Bama goes to the championship, right? And Bama was to beat Georgia at the championship. So then Georgia has 2 losses, Texas have 2 losses. Do you think, like, Bama's in, but do you think Georgia and Texas will both get in with the 2 losses like that? 12-team playoff?
Well, see, I do think so with strength of schedule
I do too.
with the SEC the way it is, but I also don't think that we have any undefeated team in the SEC this year. I don't think it's possible.
Ooh. I can see that, man. 20 with the team, with how many teams we have in there now, and then also there's no East and West. It's like straight up now. So I mean, like, you got to be on your P's and Q's. Losing a game really does matter now, because like when you lose that SEC game, now it's like, well, they got a loss, they got a loss, and they got a loss. You know, who's the best loss at this point? Then you're debating who's the best loss. You know, so like, yeah.
Right, but I'm like, when I look at it for the SEC, like, you got to think you got Ole Miss, Missouri, Tennessee with Nico looks really good. They have one of the best defensive lines in the SEC. There's a lot of surprising teams that could happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like the only team in college football is going to be Ohio State that's undefeated. But I think we have my biggest thing is I think Bama loses one game this year, and that's to Georgia. That's the only game I think.
We could easily drop it. Yeah, we could easily drop one or two.
I've got Georgia losing 2 games. I've got Georgia losing 2 games.
With you got to think the landscape of how football is going to change a little bit too, because like 20 years ago, the guys knew you couldn't lose one game or your natty chances were over with. Now it's like, hey, we could lose this. We're not saying they're going to go into that thinking that, but when you're down, I wonder how much that's going to push players now versus it did then. You see what I'm saying? When you had like a team go on the road and they barely got by and won, but they did that because they knew they had to dig deep and win this game, versus in the fourth quarter, it's like, well, bro, if we lose this one, I mean, we still good. We still in it. It's going to be, I want to see how that's going to, I don't know how that's going to, if that is happen or not, but I will want to see how kind of transitions with this 12-team playoff.
Right. My surprising team, I'm going to have to go with Georgia. Like, Georgia, if they can beat Bama at home, in Tuscaloosa, I'll be surprised. Because we have a bad record in Alabama all the time. We do not win games in Tuscaloosa. So that would surprise me. Underperforming team, I'm gonna have to go with Auburn. Auburn has been recruiting like hell, looking good, but they have not been able to get above that 8-win. Like, it's been a problem for them since Cam Newton left. So I think that Auburn is definitely my underperforming team. But we'll see.
They dropped in the recruiting ranks too.
Exactly.
They were in top 10 class, but they're like 15 or 16 now.
So it makes no sense either. They're right there in Alabama, so the kids that aren't getting playing time in Alabama could transfer over to Auburn and get to play those teams to show them that they still have talent. I don't understand why Auburn's not in their back pocket.
Exactly.
Well, I can tell you why. It's when you switch from Auburn to Bama or from Bama to Auburn, it gets very tricky in this state. There's one guy that's done it, and he was a running back, Terry Grant. He played at Bama, and he left Bama and went to Auburn, and it caused this big Hoompa-Loompa chaos. And you don't see it a lot. You don't see it a lot, man. And it's kind of like, you don't date your homeboy's girlfriend or something like that. It's almost kind of like that. Like, you just don't do that. Like, I don't know what it is, man. I can't, transfer portal hadn't been out that long, but even when you could transfer, you just didn't see that a lot. People leave Bama to go to Auburn or vice versa. Now, you've seen people leave Bama and Auburn to go to Troy, UAB, South Alabama, those schools to get PT. I have seen that a lot. But, varies there. And just the reason like Bama and Auburn, they won't play Troy or UAB or South Alabama because they don't want to beat up the state. And that beats up recruitment in the state. So like Bama and Auburn don't play Troy. We don't play UAB. We We don't play South Alabama. We don't play Alabama A&M. We don't play none of them because we don't like to cross-thread the recruitment, beating those little schools down. I read an article on that the other day. Thought that was pretty cool.
Okay. So let's get on to our next topic, and this is going to be and Bama, you're probably going to be the first one to do this. Give me your hot take in any sport. Hot take.
Hot take in any sport. Hot take in any sport. Oh man, dude. I got one, and this is off of college football. I mean, it's we're still on football. I won't go NFL.
Yeah.
I think the Miami Dolphins will make a very big run this year to win a Super Bowl. Yes, I think it. I'm not saying they will, but I think it's going to be a very big run this year. If not getting it.
Wow.
I got a gut feeling, man. Miami's doing some things this year. And this year, it's not like last year, they was all in the media with it. Everything was in the media. Tyreek Hill's still in the media about having 37 kids. But other than that,
it's
they're
true.
staying out the media. Yeah, but they're staying out the media now, which is good. I like that. Miami just needs to play ball now. We got the guys. We got all the stuff around it. We got the coaches. Just play ball now. And also win some games so you don't have to go play in a fucking blizzard when you're from Miami. Tua he's born and raised in Hawaii. He played ball at Alabama, and he's played ball in Miami. So when he went up there to play in Kansas City, he has never in his life even probably experienced that as just like being there, not even much less playing football. So I was like, yeah, but if you look back at it, if Miami would have won that Tennessee game on Monday night that they let slip, that caused Miami to travel to Kansas City. And also that would have probably stopped Kansas City from winning the Super Bowl if they would have had to come down to Miami. And then you wouldn't have to see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl again. So
I agree.
A lot of stuff happened last year's playoffs. Kind of ticked me off there at the end of the season, man. Miami. If you don't know, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. It was well before Tua, too, so a lot of people try to tie it to that. But I'm happy we have Tua. But I was a Dolphins fan back when I was a kid, man. I just liked the colors and Dan Marino. And that just kind of made me a fan. And I've been a fan since. I wouldn't fake being a Dolphins fan. There's nothing to fake it about, okay?
Why are you starting with Dan Marino? You're older than that. You're like Bob Greasy age.
No, I'm not, son. Boy, no, I'm not. I'm 32. I remember watching Ace Ventura when I was a kid.
Oh, my Ace Ventura. that movie is a banger.
It was classic, straight classic banger.
Yes, it is.
So Dally, what is your hot take?
All right. So I'm going to go into boxing because it's tomorrow.
Ooh. Yes, I was going to bring that up, actually.
I got Jake Paul winning in 4 rounds. TKO.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
Who does he fight tomorrow?
He's fighting Platinum Mike Perry, who's in bare knuckle boxing.
Oh.
Mike Perry.
What happened to the Mike Tyson fight, man?
Okay. Basically, the thing with the Mike Tyson fight is he had ulcers in his stomach. So they had to reschedule the fight. So now the fight is in November.
They might as well not even really do it.
Is he talking about Adam Gase?
Stomach ulcers.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Adam Gase.
Yeah, Adam Gase. Yeah, I fucking hate Adam Gase. Fucking hate him.
Wonderful. What is your hot take?
Well, starters. Update: New York Subliners just beat FaZe.
Yes.
So we're gonna see New York Subliners going against Optic tomorrow.
Let's go.
I will go to my hot takes real quick. All right. First hot take. We're going to talk about the Esports World Cup. G2 is going to win the Call of Duty Esports World Cup over Optic.
Okay.
Not many people realize how good G2 is as an actual team. They used to be one of the best teams. They were unstoppable. Another one. Dashy gets replaced during the offseason for Scrap.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm gonna give my team a hot take. They're gonna win their conference. Give me the Rice Owls are winning their conference.
Oh my god. Okay. My hot take is that the SEC will have 3 to 4 teams in the college playoff. You say 5. Okay. Okay, you say 5. I
Or maybe
say
6. Yeah, maybe 6. It may be
I
6.
I think
I say
6.
3 to 4. I say 3 to 4.
Yeah,
So
I'm
maybe.
saying 6.
Yeah.
So boss, what is your hot take?
Since my boy Jay is here, I'm gonna go with Bama and Georgia play 3 times this year coming up.
I
Once in
said that.
Tuscaloosa,
Go
once in
ahead.
the SEC title game, and once in the national championship. And Georgia gets 2 out of the 3.
Oh man, get that shit out of here. Hey, I was playing college football 25, and we played Georgia regular season. We played them in the SEC, and then turned around and played them again in the playoffs. And I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "This
When
can
you're
really
free,
happen now."
on your next day that you're free, I want my matchup, and I will live stream it on
Okay,
TikTok.
we're gonna do that. I want to live stream it too. We'll go live together. We'll go live
All
together,
right.
so I can just go ahead and pain you real quick by 40.
Ooh.
I'm just
Damn.
playing, bro. I'm just playing.
Okay. The
I'm decent.
final.
I'm decent on the
Listen,
game, but I ain't all that.
I'll bring the Chick-fil-A sauce to ease your pain. How about that?
Hey, all right. Come on.
Wait, are we
Okay.
talking NCAA? I'll play Bama
Yeah.
so Rice and Bama can play again, so that it'll be another 4-0.
Here's another.
Oh.
Here's
Hey,
another
so
hot
fun
take.
fact about the last time Rice played Bama, a Bama player tackled the Rice guy because he was returning the kick. They were beating us like 77-0. And they asked the guy, like, why did he do it? And he said he had too much Bama in him. He couldn't let him just keep scoring like that.
Hey,
Uh.
then I got a hot take too.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
god.
Ohio State plays Oregon 3 times.
Oh, that could happen. That can happen. And I can see that. Yeah.
And I think we beat them in the regular season, lose to them in the championship,
Championship.
in the conference championship, and then beat them in the playoffs.
Okay.
What college football landscape's going to change a little bit too here, guys, because we talk about, like, the NFL. We see teams play each other once, twice, 3, sometimes 4 times a year. Sometimes just depends on how it flips out. Well, not 3, probably the most, but depends on how the things flip out. But now in college football, you haven't seen that. We haven't seen that at all. For other than you'll occasionally get them again in the championship game. Occasionally you'll get that, but now you're going to get where you can play in regular season, championship game, and you have to see them again in the playoffs. Man, good God, that's going to be hard. Good God, that's
JT,
hard.
let me ask you this right quick. Do you think 12 teams is enough?
So this is the biggest debate with everybody. Since they're already going to 14 in 2 years, I don't see why you don't do 16 at this point.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't see why you don't why do 14. Like, I get it, but like, go ahead and do the 16. Give the top 4, no matter what. If you win a conference championship game, you are seeded 1 through 4, best 1 through 4 of the champion winners. So whoever's the best out of those 4, they rate them accordingly, right? And then you rate your 5 through 16. You would rate them accordingly, and those are home and away games. And then you would do 5, 16, 6, 15, and you just go all the way down the bar like that. And then you mash up the top 4 and you leave them in the next round. Or you let the top 4 play in round 1 and you just do the whole shebang like the NCAA tournament kind of does. I mean, it's either way you want to look at that. But I say go ahead and do 16 because, like, right now it's kind of almost is what they're telling us. I go by facts. So people can say what they want, but when you see what they're doing, that's what it is. They put out a 12-team playoff, and then without even doing it one time, they're like, hey, we just signed a contract, 2 14-team playoffs for 26 and 27. After that, we're going to go to a 14 playoff. Keep in mind, it's only 2 years contracts on both of these. the 12 and the 14, letting me know that this is an experiment run for a possible 16 to 20 team playoff. I know people don't want to hear that, and the old school heads really don't want to hear that. I'm about 50-50 on it. I want the more football, but also, and everybody's like, well, you're going to have a 4-loss national championship team. Nobody said shit when the Giants won 9-7. Exactly. Everybody was like, oh, America's story. We love the comeback story. And I loved it as a kid. I watched that. I watched the wild card team, helmet catch, the Plexico Burris beat the unstoppable Patriots, So that was, in my opinion, one of my best memories of the Super Bowl when I was a kid. So now you're going to see a team that could have 4 losses slide in and be like, hey, this 4-loss team's going against undefeated Ohio State, and what if they shock the world and beat an undefeated Ohio State, an undefeated Bama, and then beat another team like that? They just went through a juggernaut of teams, Them 4 losses wouldn't mean a whole lot then. Everybody's going to be like, dang, they beat Ohio State, Bama, and so too. So I think it's going to be good, man. Because by the time you're a national champion, you're going to look back and be like, dang, I done beat Texas twice. I done had to beat a Georgia. I done had to beat Ohio State, a Michigan, a Oregon. You done had to beat a mix of these teams, like a lot of them. So you're not going to see a lot of back-to-back natties no more. I can guarantee you that. There will not be a lot of them.
If they go to 16 games, they got to cut out these FBS games they're playing because that's a lot of football for these young kids.
Yeah, if you go to that many games, it should be straight conference only. At that point, just play conference only. Maybe an opening game. Everybody plays a different conference game. Opening game. Other than that, go straight because you're going to play in the playoffs, and you're going to have non-conference games in the playoffs at that point. So I mean, it's there's or you only do like 2 games that are non-conference. You cut it back tremendously. But I do agree because if you go to 16, man, you're going to add more games. But also, I think college is having to do this because of what the NFL's doing. Because these guys go from playing 12 to 14 games to now playing 18 to 19 to 20 to 21 if they make a run. So now college is like trying to make that a little more like the NFL to, 1, money, 2, it helps the players get experience and ready for the NFL, I believe, too.
Yeah, they should do it like this, like just how the NFL does. Let's say like there's a Big Ten and an SEC school in the national title. Those 2 conferences, each school from those conferences should have to play one another the following season.
Exactly.
If a Big Ten gets in an SEC, then all the SEC and Big Ten, their first regular season game would be against each other. That would be a good way to space it out.
Yeah, flip it out every year. Do like the Big 12 versus the SEC to start the season and the ACC and the Big 10, and then flip that around. Just rotate that, through that, and that'll be the opening matchups for every game. There's a lot of different mix and matches you can do with all those teams, man. But yeah, those are some good ideas.
Especially with TV exposure too. I mean, a lot of schools that not getting TV exposure.
Is this though? The biggest thing is this: money, money, money. That's what it's about, brother.
All right, guys. We have one more segment before we close the show, and it's basically what to watch this weekend. And basically, this the Saturday and Sunday there's the Call of Duty Champs sponsored by Wonderful because that, guys, let me just say, if you guys have never watched competitive Call of Duty, highly recommend watch it. Highly recommend watch it. The next thing I got is tomorrow. Amanda Lemos versus Jabari on ESPN at 8 Eastern, and that is UFC. We also have baseball is back. Baseball is back. There's going to be some fire games going on this weekend. Also, we have Jake Paul versus Mike Perry boxing starting at 9 Eastern on the Zone or wherever you watch your pay-per-views. And in your guys' opinion, who do you guys think's winning that fight? Dally?
Jake Paul in 4 rounds via TKO.
Okay. Wonderful.
Give me Jake Paul. But I'm gonna say in the third round.
Okay. Bama, who do you predict? Jake Paul, Mike Perry.
All right, so I don't do fighting a whole lot, but I do have a lot of friends that watch a lot of fighting and stuff. And I'm going Jake due to the fact of just more of a popular name. I know more about him than the other guy, but I'll definitely go Jake on that one.
Okay.
I like Logan better though. Logan's the better of the brothers.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Boss.
I'm gonna be the odd man out. I'm gonna take Mike.
All right. You got Mike, Platinum Mike Perry. I like that.
Yeah.
And me personally, for that fight, I have been going back and forth. I hate Jake Paul's guts with a burning passion. I hope he gets knocked out this fight. But guys, I actually think he does win the fight by decision. He does win the fight by decision. But he will lose against Mike Tyson. He will get laid out in hopefully the second round. I hope Mike Tyson
I want to see that one.
So,
yeah.
And then the final thing I got is basically tonight the WNBA is having their skills and 3-point contest, and then tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern we have the WNBA All-Star Game. Boss, I'm gonna throw it over to you to close the show.
I'm gonna give it up to Bama really quick. I'm gonna let him shout out his podcast, what he does, and stuff like that.
Okay.
For being on the show.
Yeah, hey guys. So thank you guys for having me. One, you guys are awesome. I watch y'all show from time to time as well. I follow all you guys on TikTok, I believe, too, man. But Saturday night, tomorrow night, we have Andre Smith on, special guest. He was the second rated, highest recruit ever at Bama, first round draft pick, number 6 overall in 2009 to Cincinnati Bengals. He will be on the show tomorrow night. We're talking Alabama. We have Stephen M. Smith, which was at SEC Media Days this past week. Got live interviews with Kalen DeBoer, Paul Feinbaum, multiple other SEC coaches. We're going to have him on the show to break down a lot of different stuff that happened at SEC Media Days, what we can expect, and also it's not penalized. It's not penalized in SEC,
yes,
baby.
It's not penalized anymore.
Not penalized, baby. I love it. We ain't no puss.
I forgot to bring it up. But
yeah, guys, check out the show, man. Roll Tide Nation's on TikTok, link in the bio. The Bama Standard on YouTube, guys. Saturday Night Talking Bama. Boss, man, thank you for having me, man. You guys are awesome, man. Y'all rocked out tonight. And
appreciate it.
And man, I appreciate y'all having me, brother.
All right, man. Take care, buddy.
Take care.
Hey, shout out to Bama for joining us. Make sure you guys go check him out on TikTok, Alabama Football. Very good friend. We met last year. We've done some crazy stuff together. Shout him out. But hey, great show. SEC predictions in the books. We're moving on to, we got another special show for you guys next week. We got a couple guys that are on NCAA 25. They're going to come in and talk about their ratings. And speaking of the NCAA 25, our winner for the contest. Can I get a drum roll? Anybody give me a drum roll? Drum roll? The winner of the NCAA 25 is none other than Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith, I saw you pop into the chat earlier. Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. He's going to give us a shout out on TikTok. Enjoy your copy, sir. Hopefully, we'll get a matchup. Maybe we'll live stream it or something like that. But congratulations. Thanks for participating. Thanks you for subscribing. Make sure you share it out to your friends and family. Also, shout out to Underdog Fantasy Sports. You guys can go use any one of our codes as matching deposit up to $100. Check that out. Go check out Funko Pops. It is not rigged, Roy. It was not rigged. It was all pulled out of a hat. I'm sorry. Can't win them all. There was 207 people subscribed, so you had a 1 in 207% chance. So we appreciate it. Waco Sports, we out.